Before I tell you guys just how lazy once again WWE is with Monday Night Raw when it comes to a go home show, I want to just say two things before I begin. Number one, I want to give a big thank you to the homie himself, Salrex, for this awesome new overlay that you see right now. It's been long overdue, and I finally have a new overlay. I cannot thank Salrex enough. The guy's done just so much amazing stuff for this channel when it comes to these overlays, the new logo. Hell, the new logo that you see that's in pink for the month of October was done by him. Again, I cannot thank him enough. He's just done amazing stuff. And again, if you are a YouTuber out there or a podcaster and you want awesome overlays done, awesome graphics done, logos done for your channel, your podcast, hit him up on Twitter at official Salrex. I have a link to his Twitter down below in the description. Click on it. Let him know you want overlays and graphics. Tell him that I sent you. Not only that he done work for me, but he's done awesome stuff for OKFabe, Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show, JD from NY206. I'm pretty sure you all know who he is. The Solemn Monster from the Solemn Monster, Sounds Off, and as well the good people over at the No Holds Bar Wrestling Podcast. So he's done amazing stuff. And again, if you want stuff done, in my opinion, probably the best graphic designer in the internet wrestling community right now, hit him up at official Salrex. Second thing I want to mention here before I begin this Raw review, I want to give a big thank you to all of you, because over the weekend, this channel surpassed 1,700 subscribers. And to all of you out there that left comments throughout the course of all this, left a like, a dislike, share, what have you, even those that commented and just simply watched the videos that I do here, thank you. You guys are awesome. From the bottom of my heart, I really do mean that. We're on the road still to 2K, but before we get there, we gotta get to 1,800, then 1,900, then 2K. I don't want to be that guy that comes off here and be like, oh, my goal is to get there by this time. The way I look at it, we'll get there when we'll get there at the end of the day. But thank you all for making this happen. You guys are awesome. Now, getting that all out of the way, let's begin with this Raw review. Raw tonight was live from Seattle, Washington. And boy, oh boy, Seattle do have a lot for their teams. If you fuck with Seattle, I'm telling you, those people are going to just boo, boo, boo. Again, this was the go-home show, the Super Showdown from Monday Night Raw. And like I said, just laziness. I've been saying this for a long time, and I get it. Yes, Super Showdown isn't really a pay-per-view. It's a network special. It can be live in Melbourne, Australia, in a stadium. But again, it's a show that they're building up, that they're hyping up, that they want you to see on the WWE Network, right? All that. And the objective of a go-home show, regardless, is still to get the fan excited, to get the fan to say, you know what, I'm going to try to get up early Saturday morning at 4 a.m., or depending where you're living. Again, if you're on the West Coast, it's probably like, what, 1 in the morning to watch this show. Or if not, you're the smart one and you'll probably wake up later on in your Saturday and watch it on demand. Because again, Saturday is an important Saturday night actually coming up. You know, again, Saturday, a lot of folks want to go to the barbershop, get their hair done, be fresh for Saturday night. Ladies want to go to the salon, get their nails done, what have you, for Saturday night. Keep this in mind too. This Saturday night is Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. All right, for UFC 229. So before I go watch this fight, you know, let me watch Super Showdown. By the way, too, this Sunday, it's King of Pro Wrestling, either Saturday or Sunday, but it's also King of Pro Wrestling. So there's so much wrestling stuff happening literally this weekend alone, as well as UFC 229. But again, my thoughts on Raw was laziness. But that's my honest opinion. I, as always, want to hear from you in the commenters below. Give me your thoughts. Did you find Raw tonight amazing? If you must be really a special soul if you found Raw amazing tonight. Or like me, you thought Raw was lazy, depressing, just very, very atrocious to sit through for 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. As always, again, want to hear from you guys. Also follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. the show again. Also, by the way, let's give it up for the old guys, right? Shawn Michaels is bald like a cue ball. My oh my, how the mighty has fallen, seriously. So the show kicked off with Dean Ambrose being interviewed. I want to talk about Charlie Caruso. And in the interview, she asked, Ambrose, is he planning on leaving the Shield? Is there truth to what Ziggler was saying? Is it time for him to leave? Does he need the Shield? Does he need the Shield, or that the Shield needs him? And again, Ambrose just went off and referenced everything that Ziggler said last, because again, they're doing this whole thing where they're teasing that, oh my God, Dean Ambrose might leave the Shield, might turn on the Shield, right? And Ambrose went on to say that, hey, at the end of the day, he showed his colors last week by standing by his brothers. Because the Shield, after all, is not a brand, not an organization, it's a brotherhood. And then out came Constable Baron Corbin, the general manager, right? And he said that he was going to give Ambrose three options, right? Three options. Either A, you get a match with Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. Number 2, option 2, that is, you can face Roman Reigns tonight for the Universal title. Or option 3, you can face Braun Strowman in a one-on-one match. So you can either choose for any two titles, or if not, a match with Braun Strowman. Now, any smart human being would have chosen either a championship match, regardless what belt it is. But this mother flower decided to say, you know what? Let me be Bobo the Fool and go with option 4. That facing Baron Corbin. And then Corbin just chose for him to say, oh, you're facing Braun Strowman. And this match, for what it was, it ended in disqualification. But in the match, they tried to do this whole thing where, oh my God, it looked like Ambrose had a chance. But before that even happened, Strowman went for a power slam and he hits it. And then out comes Roman Reigns. Randomly comes out. And he punches Braun Strowman. And then out came the entire, the Dogs of War. And out came Rollins. This is brawl, what have you. Then Corbin says that tonight is going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Essentially, what you're going to see on Saturday, but just in singles matches, essentially. And I hate that notion that you're going to have people that are going to be involved in some sort of big profile match this Saturday, right? But you're going to have them in some way touch the Monday before. I hate that. I really, really do. And I hate that constant of bullshit. I think it's crap. Can't you just have them just touch, maybe at the pay-per-view, not have them have these singles matches and shit like that. I just think it's stupid. I'm sorry. But that was that. And then right after the bat, we had Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler. And it's one of those things where apparently Roman Reigns attempted to defend his title because again, he wanted to be this fighting champion, but Corbin prohibited and says that he can't defend the championship until Crown Jewel in November. But again, that being said, Roman went with the spear because of course he's going to win. Of course he is, right? And Dolph Ziggler loses here, and they're doing this whole thing as well where they're teasing a split between the Dogs of War backstage. They're saying how they need a win, how they want Dean Ambrose to join them, how Dean Ambrose is a good wrestler, a good fighter, he's strong, and he's not a weak link. And again, they're teasing this whole thing. Like, you remember last week, they're teasing the whole thing that how Raw was telling McIntyre that he's better than all this, and how Ziggler's holding him back, how Ziggler's the weak link. So literally, they're teasing a heel turn in Dean Ambrose, and they're teasing a split in the Dogs of War already. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? What are they thinking? What are these people in creative? Whatever they're smoking, please, mother flower, send me some. Send me some, seriously. Because I'll be real about it. I don't care for this match. I don't care. And I know I'm supposed to do predictions in a couple of days. I'm probably going to do them on Wednesday. I'm just going to say it. To me, Braun Strowman needs to pin Roman Reigns to get some momentum for Crown Jewel. That's how that match should end. But again, I just don't give a shit about this at all. From there, we had a Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Apparently, Liv Morgan was at ringside with the Riott Squad. She dyed her hair pink. I don't know what it is with these women now dyeing their hairs. Like on SmackDown, Carmella dyed her hair brunette, which I'm fine with. I think it makes her more. I find it more I find it more attractive. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna pick my words correctly here. Just again, just damn for the sake of this video. And Liv Morgan with Pink, I guess whatever. It is what it is. The match for what it was though. By the way, they referenced the Bella Twins, the legendary Bella Twins. Yuck. I just want to vomit just saying that. I feel like a half a schlep just saying that right now. I really, really do. God damn it. The legendary Bella Twins. God damn it. I should end this review right now. That's how bad I feel not just saying that. The legendary Bella Twins. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Are we really gonna call them legendary? Oh my god. I'm just saying it now. Sensational Sherry, freaking Mae Young are rolling in their grave right now. Just saying it right now, Mother Flowers. Just the lights went out in Georgia. And the match for what it was their match. Again, there's the whole thing where Ruby's having the offense, and then Ronda comes back and she gets one with the armbar. Because again, you're not gonna have these women beat Ronda Rousey. You're not. You're gonna make Ronda look strong. You have to make her look strong. The idea is she's the baddest woman on the planet. So of course this bitch is gonna fucking look amazing as all these women. Now, to prize she faced Ruby Riott. You know what I mean? But other than that too, I feel like Ruby deserves much better than this. That's my honest opinion. We then get Connor versus Bobby Roode. Connor the Ascension, by the way. The same Connor that beat Chad Gable last week, by the way. And what do you know? It looked like Bobby Roode was about to win. And this is so sad for Bobby Roode. Look how the mighty has fallen, Mother Flowers, here. It looked like Bobby Roode was about to go for the Glorious DDT. And then, I guess, Victor attacked Chad Gable. He took him out at ringside and caused a distraction, which caused literally Connor to hit like a freaking, I want to say like a modified, like, it looked like a gut wrench slam. It looked like a gut wrench power bomb. It looked like, but he went for the slam instead, right? And that's how he pinned Bobby Roode. So Bobby Roode took an L here. And it's amazing how, to think about it, like a year and a half ago, or almost, yeah, a year and a half ago, Bobby Roode was like the best heel in NXT, right? One of the guys that people wanted to see on the main roster with that heel character, right? And now, this Mother Flower is a joke. This Mother Flower is a bum. When I see Bobby Roode now, you know what I want to do? I just want to grab my remote control, change the channel. I really just change the channel. I really, really do. Just when you see him, change the channel. Should make that a shirt. I don't know yet, but I think about making a shirt. I don't know if again it is what it is, but there's some up Raw as well. And I said this last week, and people were telling me, "Yo, you should have an interview right there." I'm like, maybe you're right. You know, Raw again. To sum this up, is again, it's like I said last week. Different city, different Monday, just same old pathetic Raw. Just keeping it 100. But there you go with that. We then had the B Team versus the Revival. This is what pissed me off. Last week, Revival had, in my opinion, an amazing match with, last week they had an amazing match with, I want to say, the freaking, they had an amazing match with McIntyre and Ziggler for the tag titles, right? Even though they didn't win, they had probably the best match on the main roster since they came to the main roster. And you would think, oh my God, this is going to open eyeballs in backstage. Give them the opportunity to, compete for the tag title down the road. And what happens tonight? The B Team win. The fucking B Team win. I thought they were split already. I thought they were done, to be honest with you. Dallas got his knees up to counter a freaking splash from Dash Wallet, then rolled him over into a pin. That was sad. I swear to God, a part of me hopes that the Revival go over to SmackDown Live. I hope that there's like a trade or something, because honestly, the Revival deserve better than this. This is atrocious. This is shit. This is basura. It's mierda. After the match, AOP comes out and they attack the B Team, and they hit a super collider. A fucking super collider. And they're saying that, now, the tag team division on Raw has has picked up. How the fuck is it picked up? The Raw tag team, the Raw tag team division is shit. It's garbage right now. It is fucking picked up. Get the fuck out of it. Get your mind right. Get your fucking mind right, motherflower. I'm just saying. The freaking, it lifted, it picked up. How? How did it pick up? Because the Revival took out the B team? When you think about it, right, you all have right now on Raw is the Revival, the Authors of Pain, the B team, who's a joke, McIntyre and Ziggler, who's just a random pair tag team, and I guess you can say the freaking Ziggler and Chad Gable who are about to break up soon. What do you have? You have nothing. From there, we get Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, probably the best match on the show by default, but that's not really saying much. It was a non-title match. It was a moment in this match that I thought was crazy. So they're on the outside, and McIntyre grabs Rollins. He goes for like a sidewalk slam, but he hits him on the apron. I thought it was like, oh my god, crazy to see. But again, this is a good back and forth match. Ziggler come out, call it distraction, because it looked like he was about to, Rollins about to win this match, but Ziggler came out with a distraction, which allowed McIntyre to hit the Claymore for the win. So what, in a way, what this does, yes, you have McIntyre pinning Rollins. So hopefully after, this Super Showdown show, Drew McIntyre, in my opinion, is the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And again, like I said before, last week they're planting the seeds as well for McIntyre to split up, right? And this could be also the beginning of that, where, hey, McIntyre pinned Seth Rollins. Something that Ziggler was not able to do a couple weeks ago and prior to that, right? And imagine instead being McIntyre being the one to win the Intercontinental title and not Dolph Ziggler. That's how I would do it. But again, knowing creative, I just can't trust these motherflowers. I just can't. I'm sorry. But there you go with that. Then after this, you had Roman Reigns and Strowman. They're all in the ring. They're brawling. At the end of the whole thing, the heels got the best out of the fight. They'll hit their finishers on the Shield. So, of course, you want the heels to go over before this big event. But again, the way I look at it, though, I think is going to be Braun pinning Roman Reigns. So, we'll see how that goes. But again, I thought McIntyre and Rollins had the best match on the show. And I think by that, he becomes now the #1 contender. So, there you go, motherflowers. We then had Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley. Before this, though, this was probably one of the highlights of the show. So, in this whole thing, Elias and Owens, they got mega heat from the crowd. They're mentioning the fact that the Seattle Supersonics, who left the town already, they left Seattle, right? And they're referencing all that, and the crowd just booed. They just booed, and they booed, and they booed, and they booed. Like you can barely hear Owens and Elias speak throughout all this because how loud the boos were, and it felt like forever. Out came Lio Rush, and I felt the crowd was dead for it. Like no one really cared. The match for what it was, though, it was okay. Nothing to go crazy for. During this match, though, Elias attacked Lio Rush, allowing Owens to roll up Bobby Lashley. So you roll them up, a fucking roll up pin. And they also reference that John Cena's not there. You can't see him. And that's how they literally ended this whole thing, with Owens getting a win. And then they literally took out both Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, eventually Elias got his hands on Lio Rush, and there you go with that. Eventually it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure at Super Showdown, both Bobby Lashley and Cena are going to get a win. And going to have Lio Rush in there and probably holding up the hands of both Cena and Bobby Lashley, but we'll see how that goes as well. We also had another change the channel moment on the show, in my opinion. That was between Bayley and Alicia Fox. They went at it. Keep this in mind. They're going to go at it tomorrow on Mixed Match Challenge. So it's Bayley and Finn Balor versus Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal, right? But they're going to go at it tonight in a singles match, which I think, again, is stupid. Again, this whole notion of people touching each other and going at it before a big match or something like that, I think it's dumb, in my honest opinion. Even also the fact that, hey, we had Owens and Bobby Lashley, even though we're getting that on Saturday in a tag team match. Like, come on. Get your mind right, motherfucker. Get your mind right, seriously. All you need to know that Bailey went to belly to belly. Just all you need to know, belly to Bailey, and that was it. I didn't care for this match. Just change the channel literally after that. I just did. During this match, I did not care. You know what I was doing? You know what I was doing during this match? I was watching the Shane Dawson documentary in the mind of Jake Paul. That's how uninterested I was in that match, to be honest with you guys. We then get the main event, which was not even like the match, but like a segment. That was Shawn Michaels ended the show with the promo about the last time ever match between Triple H and Undertaker. And he said that, you know, again, how he's cheap, but he booked himself a flight, a first-class flight for Melbourne because he wants to be at that event and be in the corner of his best friend Triple H, and how he feels, again, no matter what day of the week you ask him, at the end of the day, Triple H will be the Undertaker. And out of nowhere, Kane comes out, and he comes from behind, and he apparently choke slams Shawn Michaels, and the lights go out, and you see both Taker and Kane in the ring, and Shawn just lying. To keep this in mind too, all right? This is the funny part about this. Like I said earlier, Shawn Michaels is bald now, right? As we all know, he cut off his ponytail, and he got up there and he's wearing a cowboy hat, but he's like wearing a wave cap. So I thought it was like a fucking wave cap. That's what I thought. And so then he gets choke slammed out of the cowboy hat, and you see him just bald. He's fucking bald now. He's like Kurt Angle bald. Bald like a cue ball. And it doesn't help the fact that he's now in age, and he has like the fucking beard now and shit. There's gray in it now. It doesn't help him at all. I'll give it up for the old guy. And again, apparently this is Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement. No, I do not want to see it. I don't think, even if he does, like, there's talks of him being in a tag team match at Crown Jewel with Triple H to go up against Kane and Taker. If that's even true, he's not going to be in his wrestling gear. Probably blue jeans and a t-shirt, probably, my honest opinion. But this caused Triple H to come out, and he's brawling with Taker and Kane, and then eventually both Taker and Kane chokeslam Shawn and Triple H, and then Undertaker hit a tombstone pile driver on Triple H, and that's how they ended the show, with both Taker and Kane on top, and both Shawn Michaels and Triple H on the. Again, we had to have the old guys save the show, and again, this is probably the best thing on the show, essentially, as well as a segment. But at the same time, again, you know, I look forward to seeing that match. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not invested on this show at all. I'm not. And that's how we end the show. Let's give it up for the old guys. Shawn Michaels, who's now bald like a cue ball. Triple H has been bald for years. Taker and Kane just came out of his office, apparently. And shit. Again, this show was atrocious. This show was lazy. By the way, too, again, I probably said this earlier, but if I didn't, I'll say it here now. It's October. And normally, during the month of October, WWE goes out of their way to do the pink rope. Where the fuck was the pink rope tonight with WWE? I want to know. Where's the pink rope? I want to know. But it is what it is. Again, I thought Raw tonight was atrocious. It was lazy. I will be doing my predictions for Super Showdown. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this earlier. We also had a moment with Alexa Bliss, where she referenced how when she was 7 years old, she met Trish Stratus outside, and how she waited outside the arena with her autograph book, wanting to get autographed by Trish Stratus, how Trish Stratus was her hero, right? And how Trish charged her $50, and it says she ripped the autograph book and all that. I don't believe that for a minute, but again, you gotta build this match some way, somehow, right? So there you go with that. Again, this wraps up my Raw review. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you all for getting the channel up to 1,700 subscribers. We're on the road to 2K. Let's get there when we get there. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. I'll be back tomorrow for my SmackDown Live review. Again, you'll also see a new overlay like you see here right now for the SmackDown Live review as well. All my overlays, all my graphics are done by, in my opinion, the best graphic designer in the internet wrestling community right now. That is official Salrex. That is Salrex, by the way. Hit him up on Twitter if you want awesome overlays and layouts done. That's at Twitter at official Salrex. Down below in the description box is a link to his Twitter. Hit him up. You will not regret it. I'm telling you that right now. If you don't believe me, you can ask OKFabe. You can ask Big Mike from Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show. You can ask JD from NY206. You can even ask the Solid Monster. You can even ask the people at the No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast. Just to name a few people that he's worked with. All right? That's it for me, guys. Give the video a big old thumbs up. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, on the flowers. It's me, it's Steve, and I am out like Janet's titties. Like I said before, I'll say it again, y'all. Pure laziness by Monday Night Raw. Different town, different Monday. Same old bland Raw. God help us. Legendary Bella Twins. I want to puke.